Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule, because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back.
Okay. So, last episode, we spent a whole bunch of time just trying to go through the Mistlands to find some dungeons, and I instead am going to take a detour back in the Ashlands this episode to try to finish up some Ashlands weapons and stuff like that before I get going too much more to hopefully make it a little bit easier when I spend 3 hours trekking through the Mistlands. And then also, for anybody watching, I am trying to make the episodes shorter. I feel like a lot of the recent episodes have been quite a bit longer, and so I'm trying to tone it back down. And I'm also using a new video editing thing, So let me know if you feel like this is better or worse than before for whatever reason. Let me know, and I can try to fix that. But yeah. So, anyways. This episode, I'm going to be trying to get back in there to get some more into the Ashlands to get some more flame metal stuff, finish up everything else so I can be done, material harvesting for the series, hopefully.
And then you're going to go back into the Mistlands?
Yeah, because at that point, once I have everything done, then I will just need to I'll need to find the queen and get the pieces so I can summon the queen. Well, open the queen's lair. Same difference. And the bells so I can summon Fader. And then I just gotta kill him and that'll be good.
So last episode you were just trying to finish up the Mistlands first. And now you're just choosing to go into the Ashlands.
Yeah, and so I'm still using Frostner, which Frostner is pretty good in most circumstances, especially with the slow and everything, but it doesn't do nearly as much damage as the Ashland stuff. I'm still using a Fang spear. So ideally I want to upgrade those to the mist, because Ashlands has a pretty good spear and mace, like just straight up mace that does a lot of blunt damage, a spear that does a lot of pierce damage. Then I can upgrade it, and also get a flame metal shield. That's a whole heck of a lot better than the silver shield too. So okay, Tonic of Ratatosk. So I finally have here the run, the Sonic, the Sonic potion to run faster. Let's see. I thought I had the jump potions too. The jump potions are being made too, but I don't think I have them ready yet. Anyways, I have the speed potions, which are the main thing that I want. They're just super helpful for surviving in general. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you're about as fast as, and when you get the potion, you run faster than them. So it is nice. A very nice quality of life thing. Makes things not so precarious when you're out and about.
So then you can just run away from things instead of having to kill them?
Yeah, and because you'll see when I get to the Ashlands. First part of the episode, I'm speeding up a lot of this very quickly, but I'm just trying to prep some stuff because I'm also going to have to be going to siege some fortresses in the Ashlands, and that's probably the hardest content in the game. Maybe Fader. The Queen, Fader, obviously very hard bosses, but also trying to siege the fortresses in the Ashlands is pretty freaking difficult.
I appreciate that you say obviously very hard bosses, like I know.
Obviously.
That's a comment for the people who are watching this who play this game. And then they're like, yeah, Aaron, I agree. Those are some hard bosses. And I'm over here like, I wouldn't know.
Here I got a stone oven finally. I think I made the food prep table as well. And so that's the last of the food related things I need to make.
Is the stone oven new from the Bog Witch update, or is that an old thing?
No, it's an old thing.
Okay.
But you always need it to cook stuff like bread or lox pies or a lot of things that I don't generally make, so I haven't really prioritized it. But it is there now because I can make. My thought is mostly bread because you just need barley, and so I could grow barley and then harvest it and then make bread pretty easily. without needing a bunch of resources for it.
Wish that was the case in real life.
One ingredient bread. So yeah. Anyways, I'm doing a lot of prep right now. I've got some food right now. I think I'm getting leather. And part of this is because when I need to go back to the Mistlands to continue exploring, I'm going to need a boat to get back over to where I was because that Seeker destroyed it. That Seeker soldier. If you remember.
I do not remember that, but I believe you.
There's well, we'll talk about it when it comes back up.
Okay.
Food preparation table. Okay, so that's coming in right now.
You're making that now. Also, a lot of your boats have been killed this game, so
Yeah.
how am I supposed to remember each specific incident?
This boat didn't get destroyed. I boated over, and then I put a portal, and then the portal got destroyed. So now I need to make another boat to go over there again because I don't have a portal.
Okay.
The boat's still technically there. Okay.
Well, you don't know. It could be gone at this
It could
point.
have been destroyed. That's fair. Anyways, the Bog Witch update did divide all the stuff up into these three things. So I have the cauldron, food prep table, and the mead kettle that you make different things at different places.
Great.
But I have all
Just
that.
to make it a little extra confusing.
Yeah. Which is weird because like this is a tier 1 thing. The food prep table doesn't have upgrades to it, and you can make stuff like lox pie. So if I was doing this run over again, I would look more into that because that might be an easy way to get higher tier food without having to get a whole bunch of upgrades that require, black metal and iron and all that kind of stuff. You just made the food prep table, which I think does take some iron. But then if you have that, well, you probably still need the stone oven.
Yeah, you came to this conclusion in a previous episode, too.
Okay, so this is where I was going to put some Sonic music on here.
But unfortunately, that's copywritten.
I didn't want to take the time to do that. But so this is with the speed potion, just running around.
You don't look like you're moving any faster to me.
Okay, I just want you to take note how I'm running away from everything.
Okay. Excellent.
And it doesn't feel as fast when I'm really far zoomed out. That is fair. But
Here you do look like you're going a little faster, I guess.
I'm going pretty fast.
Yeah, okay, I see it.
The jumps also are very high.
The jump was noticeable.
Yeah. But basically now, if I get in danger, I can just run away from whatever. Along with the fact the armor doesn't slow me down, and I have this big movement speed buff. Like I move faster than pretty much anything except for maybe like a Valkyrie that's gonna fly after me. But yeah, it's pretty nice.
I was just wondering if anybody else felt compelled to say, "Run away from the big bad engine."
I did not.
You should name that movie, and we can be friends.
Throwback.
Oh, excellent. All right,
okay, so
crafting table.
yes.
I know what that is.
Yeah. So here's a fortress that I'm going to try to siege. Not this episode, but trying to get ready here. So I'm setting up a portal so I can get here quicker.
And why do you have to siege this again to get stuff to summon what's its face?
Yeah. So these are they're like the dungeons basically of the Ashlands.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the fortresses.
Death. Sorry about that. Just needed to point it out while it was there.
It's been a rough time. You can see it on the map here. Yeah. I'm also anyways, I have that portal so I can get over here quicker. I'm gonna finish my some metal 2 on here and just run it back because I run like Sonic.
Perfect. Anyway, so you need to get in the fortress to get.
So in the fortress, the fortress has bell fragments, which you need bell fragments to make bells to summon Fader. Very similar to how the Queen works, which you need. I forget what it's called, but you need 9 fragments as well to make the thing which is like a key that unlocks the building that she's in, that she's sealed in. And yeah, so ideally, I think hopefully it takes like 3. I don't know. I haven't been having a lot of luck in the Mistlands, but normally this is similar where I feel like you run into like 3 fragments in a fortress, and so if I'm not having horrible luck, hopefully it's only 3 or 4 fortresses I have to do.
But if you're having your kind of luck,
Yeah,
it will be a few more.
we'll see how it goes.
I also wanted to say, unless you had something else you wanted
No,
to
go
say,
ahead.
that you, at the beginning of this game, made it sound like raids were a much bigger problem than I feel like they have been.
You know, I have been extremely surprised that I have not been raided more. I tell you what.
Because we've seen like 2.
Yeah, and they're both trolls, right?
I think we've seen the wolves one time when you were.
Oh, but it was like when I was out and about.
Yeah, it was like at a random outpost or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't your house.
Yeah, it's been very surprising.
Do you still have that boar? Yeah, there he is. Okay, keep going.
I actually took a little bit of time to flesh this out a little bit. So, from reading with somebody in the comments, and from talking with you too, I don't know. This is what the thought was, to make an area that you can like plant crops, and then you release the boar over into that area so they can go eat and multiply. And then while we're in the circle on the right over here, you go plant crops in the circle on the left, and then you can let them over when the plants are grown. We'll see if that gets finished. We'll see if it gets finished. But that's kind of the idea with setting this up like this. So now there's the pens and then just doors, so that you can open them up and let them through.
What was that noise?
That was the boar. He's still not tamed.
So he's attacking you.
Yeah.
Crikey.
Yeah. And I'm just sealing up that, finishing up. So now I just have everything fenced off, and then we got 3 doors here, so you can come in, and then you can open up both of them if you want to let them through there. Mm-hmm. I should go plant some crops in there. It's really probably not going to come in much use at this point, but I gotta finish it at some point, right?
I mean, you don't have to, no.
Well, I'm holding on to those black cores. I don't know why I'm wasting a spot on that. I don't think I can do anything else with those.
Get rid of them.
Anyways, I'm cooking up. I brought back like 30, maybe not 30. I brought back a lot of flame metal, pretty close to 30 if not. And so I am cooking that up. And the main things I want right now are the upgraded shield, because it's just a lot more tanky.
Okay.
And incredible. And then I'm going to get a flame metal mace.
Okay.
Because that does a lot of damage to the skeletons here. More so than Frostner. Again, Frostner is nice for the slow, and it still does a bit of damage, but the flame metal mace is going to do a lot more damage.
Excellent. Ooh, there's some green glowy light.
Yeah. So if you notice up there, the thing I'm trying to shoot at is like a big, crossbow, big ballista, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
There's one on each of the 4 corners of that, and they will shoot outside and inside. And so I'm trying to see if I can take it out here. I don't have a great strategy for this. I've not sieged fortresses a ton, so I don't have like a really good strategy for how to do this.
So you're just winging it.
Yeah. So I was trying to see if I can kind of just take them out with this, and it's not.
So you might be teaching the audience what not to do as opposed to what to do.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, so you've given up?
Yep. That's taken too long. So screw that, and we'll try again later.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We love quitters.
Yeah. So what am I doing right now?
Looks like you're killing some people.
Mm-hmm. I know I wanted to get 4. I think this is what's happening. I wanted to get that 4 more Aspen leather to upgrade.
Oh. This is new.
Something at some point. Oh, we haven't seen this yet. This is the Valkyrie.
Well, we've seen the Valkyrie. We haven't seen you fight the Valkyrie.
Oh. Going for a real trait.
You're so Atlanta.
So, yes, the Valkyrie. Ooh, he does a lot of damage. He's a little bit difficult to kill. Normally, it's a lot easier to kill him with a bow because he flies up in the air. He does this little thing. He shoots out, which is very similar to like the Bone Maw. Shoots out some stuff that is fire damage. He does this little swing attack, and then he comes and claws you like the little vultures do. And just kind of pecks at you, right?
Okay.
So I'm using my freaking, Fang spear right now. But that's kind of my strategy. And since I have the jump potion that Lightfoot need, it's not too bad to just like jump up there and stab at him. Because he's weak to pierce. So again, bows are helpful because bows do pierce, but my spear does do pierce damage. So that's something. And I put on bone mass because
Ay, ay, ay.
yeah. So I put on bone mass because otherwise he does way too much damage for me to be able to deal with effectively.
Now, are they going to attack each other, or are they both focusing you?
They're not going to target each other, but they can damage each other.
Right, like I see he's damaging the Morgan in his little spin.
Yeah. Yep.
Ay, ay, ay. This is not ideal for you. Things seem like they are going poorly.
The Valkyrie is almost dead, though.
I mean, yeah, do you get anything good from the Valkyrie, or?
You do. Nothing that I am wanting.
Oh, great. Perfect. Well, you killed him, so at least there's that.
So he drops... he drops some celestial feathers. And they sound incredible. I don't think they do all that much for you realistically, but I think it probably gives you like a upgrade for your magic table, and I'm sure it's used to craft something on that magic table, but again, I'm not, it's a magic free run, just because I don't want to deal with getting refined either.
Oh, I was like, is that like a rule, or? Got it.
It's effectively a rule in that I'm not doing that.
Ay, ay, ay.
But yeah, anyways. Yeah.
So is your plan here to just like focus on the Morgan at the end, looks like?
Yeah, Morgan generally comes last, because if he's by himself, I can take him out pretty quick.
Yeah.
And he also damages everybody else, so I generally don't target him first.
Okay.
Anyways, I survived, surprisingly.
I am
but
surprised.
This is, bone mass is very nice. There we go.
Yeah, they keep coming, and they don't stop coming.
And they don't stop coming. And yeah, there we go. So.
So what are you doing now?
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what I'm needing to do beforehand because I don't have another upgrade yet for the table, so I can't upgrade my armor because the Black Forge doesn't have enough level. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure I will show at some point what I'm wanting to craft. Some of the stuff I do need to craft, like the shield, I think, and maybe the weapon as well. So I think some of the random crap I'm grabbing is for that.
Okay.
Which I should show as soon as I go and grab the flame metal and see. Anyways. But yeah, because right now, again, I want to get the shield and the mace before I try to do the fortress. Always dealing with inventory problems. Cooking up some of that, stuff we have, trying to stay topped up on food as best I can because it's pain. Let's see. So there we go. I'm getting the flame metal. So here's the shield that takes hide, and look, I recolored it. I remembered. So now I have a blue shield.
It doesn't matter, or you just.
It doesn't matter for functionally. No, I
matters
like the
for
way
your
it
heart.
It makes me feel better.
Good. You do love blue.
Yeah, and it looks a nice blue and white. It looks nice. Anyways, I got the shield, and I'm gonna have the mace up here in just a second as well. I tried to figure out where to put the shield, and you have to put it on an armor stand. So over here it goes onto an armor stand. Really don't need my previous shields and crap, as I'm never gonna go back to that. But
at the end of the game, when you're touring the city that you've created.
At the end of the day, I am a hoarder, and I want to keep that. Anyway, so yeah, this is all the stuff I needed for the sulfur and hide and charred bones and all that kind of crap.
So now you're geared up.
Yeah, ready to go.
There's nothing else you're going to create?
No, so there is going to be, and there will be some upgrades I will actually get from the fortress itself, but now I'm ready to go do the fortress.
Okay, so nothing else you're going to create until post-fortress.
Yeah, after that we'll upgrade. I'll make the Ashlands spear as well, so I have that instead of the Fang spear. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Okay, well.
Let's look at me next episode with the, with the fancy new potions and bone mass.
And new gear.
And a little bit of new gear.
It's going to be exciting.
Incredible.